Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 27 of the April daily draws. It's the midweek point, so let's see what kind of message we're going to get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an oracle card from the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. And today we will go there. And our card today, it's the Queen of Cups. Beautiful card, that. And the Queen is very much, the Queen of Cups is very much of the water element, and about the emotions, about relationships with others and with herself, nurturing, taking care of others and herself. Very much person of compassion and intuition. So most like she's getting the intuition from the moon, the moon energy into her cup. Her foot is very much in the water, so she's connecting, very much connected with inner self, with her feelings, with the emotional realm, with the spiritual realm. I noticed that she's risen from her throne in order to connect, and so she's not seated in her throne in this card. And to me, this means that we may need to get up from our seat of responsibility, our seat of governance, our seat of whatever we're doing, and whatever we're trying to do. We may need to take come away from that for a time to connect emotionally, particularly with ourselves, to take care of ourselves, to have that nurturing energy, to rest, to nourish our emotions, our bodies, our minds, our spirits, and she's got her eyes closed. Got her eyes closed in reflection of it. She's going inward to me. So, yes, she, the Queen of Cups represents someone that's very caring, very nurturing of others, very warm, very, will do whatever she can, full of compassion for others. But in this particular card as well, I feel that she's going inward to connect with her own inner self, because she needs to connect with that to be able to give that compassion, that nurture to others. She needs to connect with it within herself, and that's why it's important for her sometimes to rise from the throne and take care of herself too. Sometimes particularly caring people can be giving and giving and giving, but they don't receive, they don't nurture themselves, and then they find they're getting stressed and tired, and they need to be continually connecting with that spiritual reservoir of love, emotion, spirit, and compassion and nurture within themselves, so that they're in the condition then to be able to give of that to others. So it's important, perhaps maybe at this midweek point, to take a moment to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves, we're nurturing ourselves, in order to be able to be of good to other people. Okay, so let's see what oracle card we get to go with that. Here we go. And This is the Shaolin Master, be graceful in movement and action. And that gracefulness in movement and action comes through that nurturing, through that meditative state, from getting ourselves right, getting ourselves flowing with that energy, so that we're not having to force it, or when we're doing our daily activities, and when we're connecting with other people. It is graceful, it's natural, because it's springing from within. But we first need to nurture that within us, so that it can spring forward out. That's what I was saying, in a graceful way, that we're not struggling with it. So that's why self-care, taking care of ourselves, building ourselves up spiritually, emotionally, and physically, mentally, getting that rest, getting that calmness, getting that position where we're open, so that we can have that energy flowing in a graceful way. So let's not neglect ourselves. Let's not be so concerned with what we need to do, and at the expense of our own well-being. So let's look after ourselves, so then in turn we can then do what we need to do and help the people we want to help. But first of all, it comes from what we have to have something to give, to be able to give to others. We need to have something within us to give of, and that means nurturing ourselves, and all that entails giving, making sure there's something there within us to be able to give out, and that we're not just running on empty. So that's what the message of the card is today at this midweek point. Okay, so I'll be back tomorrow with day 28. Until then, thank you very much for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.